So by midnight tonight, domestic violence victims will have stronger protections against their attackers in Minnesota.
That's right. It's all part of a new slate of laws going into effect tomorrow. Audrey Russo is live at the Capitol to break down the changes.
Yeah, and there really are a lot of changes to talk about. Under these new laws, there's now going to be a clearly defined process for firearms surrender. Right now, it's a little bit murky, the role that the offender plays in giving up their guns versus the police and actually accepting it and making sure that the process is followed correctly. So now there's going to be a mechanism for following up to make sure that guns are taken out of a domestic violence situation. There's also a new law going into effect that really extends the window for warrantless arrest in misdemeanor domestic violence cases. Under current law, police had just 72 hours to arrest a suspected offender, which basically led to suspects just leaving the home for a couple of days. Starting tomorrow, police will now have 14 days to make that arrest before a warrant is required. Now, these laws come nearly 1 year after the killing of Mariah Samuels, a Minneapolis woman who was murdered by her ex-boyfriend. Her family continues to play a big role in advocating for more victim protections.
To think that all these things weren't in place before kind of gives you a feel of how much they care about people who are suffering from this.
Well, and this new law puts a dollar amount on basically the way that these tides are changing. The new law dedicates $12 million to victim services and organizations. Back to you.
So Audrey Russo reporting live at the Capitol this morning. Thank you very much. Two laws going into effect tomorrow are a direct result of the lawmaker attacks last June that killed State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband and injured Senator John Hoffman and his wife. The first, increasing penalties for impersonating law enforcement. Vance Belter, the man convicted in the attacks, outfitted his vehicle to look like a police car and dressed like an officer to get lawmakers to open their doors. Offenders can face 2 to 5 years or more, depending on if they have a firearm or have done it before. Now, the second requires police to disclose when chemical irritants are used in a building. The Hortman's son, Colin, testified at the Capitol about the difficult and expensive process he and his sister went through to clean their parents' home after the shooting. This includes use of smoke screens, pepper spray, tear gas, and flashbangs. You can find more details about these laws and the others taking effect right now on our website, KARE11.com.